So I guess this is my first YouTube, and I've honestly been sitting for the last 5-10 minutes thinking about how to start this. So I've just thought, right, I'll just jump on and just start talking. So plan is going to be today for the first video. I've been honestly pondering over this for the last month or so, what I want to do for the very first video. And the kind of way things have worked out, Ailey's obviously away just now, or out to the cinema with her mum and sister. So I'm going to go for a late-ish gym session. So it's currently 7:40, so I'll probably start warming up and stuff about 10 past 8, quarter past 8 time I get down there. So the plan is going to be on the way down while I'm sipping my pre-workout in the car, I'm just going to basically talk you guys through kind of why I've decided to start YouTube, what I'm planning to get from it, what I'm planning to kind of give to you guys in terms of kind of valuing things and kind of what the channel is basically going to be about. Because I've had people asking me already in terms of kind of what I'm looking to do with things, and again I'll explain more to you guys in the car. But yeah, plan's going to be I'll sit here and sip this for the next 5-10 minutes, take Toby out for a quick 5-minute walk, jump in the car, and then when I jump in the car, guys, I'll start kind of talking more about as to what this whole thing's going to be about. All right, so I'll see you guys in 15 minutes in the car. So obviously the plan was to sit and drink my pre-workout in the car on the way down to the gym, and I had this super cool idea of having the camera set up there, me speaking to the camera while I was driving, sipping pre-workout. Didn't go to plan. The thing I got basically, where is it? This to be fair, it was £20. This thing sucks onto the car or on the dashboard. Basically didn't stick onto the dashboard. So I tried holding it up certain things, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. So I am literally now parked outside the gym. I've drank my pre-workout and I'm just away to go into the gym. So before I jump in, I wanted to just kind of talk through, not super long. I'll try and keep this as kind of short and concise as I can, but kind of talk through what my kind of plan is in terms of this channel, and what I kind of gained out of it, and what I plan to kind of give to others in terms of value and stuff. So first and foremost, in terms of what I plan to gain from it, being completely honest, nothing. It's not a chance for me to try and punt my services in terms of try to sell my coaching or anything like that. That's not what this is for. It's going to be the complete opposite. If anything, I basically want to be really transparent with people, and the kind of value I want to offer is to basically just, again, people trying to get to know me more and more, as opposed to just through Instagram, through workouts and things, but also try to help others maybe in my situation in terms of trying to become obviously the best athlete they can possibly become, also trying to become the best business owner, best coach, etc., or even share some experiences of kind of what I've been through from kind of where I was in a position of ultimately going through what many would call, I guess you could say, the rat race of obviously going to university, coming back, getting a job I ultimately didn't hate but didn't enjoy, and it wasn't really my calling, as I soon realised, and then kind of making that switch to what has always been my passion, which is obviously coaching. So yeah, that's my whole thing for this YouTube. Is not to be some influencer or anything like that. That's not what I am, and anyone that knows me knows that I am the furthest thing from that. I hate attention. So the big thing for this is just to kind of try and give as much value to people as possible, and how I'm going to do that, I don't know exactly just yet, but the plan is obviously to take it week by week in terms of kind of when I'm going to put the videos out. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself and say I'm going to have this video out by next week or whatever it is, but the plan is to do an absolute bare minimum of one every 2 weeks. That's the minimum, because obviously I have a coaching business there. I've got a gym to run as well, so that obviously has to get all my attention first and foremost, and then obviously this is going to be a big part of what I'm doing moving forward as well, just to kind of document my journey and kind of document where I've come from and where I'm kind of going and things, and basically just be very transparent as to when I F up and when things go well, when things aren't going so well, because I think from the outside looking probably at my life on Instagram and stuff, people probably think I've got a great life and I'm basically living the dream, and I am living my dream. Don't get me wrong, it's fantastic. I'm literally working out, I'm coaching for a living. I couldn't ask for anything more. I'm with my fiance as well. I couldn't ask for anything more, but there is still days where things aren't going perfect, and there's still times where I struggle as an athlete, as a coach, and so on and so forth. And the kind of idea behind this is to be as transparent as possible when doing these videos and stuff and talking about that, because I feel that I don't watch as much YouTube now as I used to do when I was a bit younger. But I remember, and even some of the videos that I've watched as of late, to be honest, I feel people sometimes are holding back in terms of how honest they're being with people, and it kind of gives individuals, I feel, a false sense as to what they should be achieving and things. So I guess my kind of goal with this is to provide as much value as possible and try and help as many people as possible and try and connect with as many people as possible in this industry, the fitness industry that is, or even just other business owners, other people in my situation, other people in completely different situations, but still provide as much value as I possibly can. So it's obvious, I guess you could probably say from this first video, that I'm no expert with this stuff. I've gone out for the last month and just researched the hell out of like the best camera to get for this, within reason. Obviously some of the cameras I was looking at were ridiculous. The best mic I could get and things like that. So I want to try and make this the best quality I could possibly can, because I know myself that the quality I give out on anything, whether that be Instagram stories, whether that be on this video, it's a reflection of me, it's a reflection of my brand, it's a reflection of our coaching brand work, and it's a reflection of my coaching as well. My big ethos is how you do anything is how you do everything. So that's why I kind of set myself that goal of like a month of getting the first video out, and I'm making sure the quality was as good as it could possibly be. So what the plan is going to be now, guys, is I'm basically going to jump into the gym. I'm in two minds whether or not to take you guys with me with the camera and stuff and just talk you through a few things, because obviously there's nobody else in the gym. One of the perks of owning your own gym is being able to come down whenever you want and know nobody's going to be here at certain times. Not saying that I'm super anti-social, although I am, but it's sometimes just good to come down and train. So I'm going to go in and get trained. I've already made like the most rookie mistake ever. I've already forgot to like fully charge it before coming out. So I said like I said before it cut off, I said I was going to potentially take you guys into the gym. I will take you in the gym and just kind of talk through what my workout's going to be and what I'm planning on doing, and then we'll see how much charge I've got left of the camera, and that'll probably be us. I might put a few highlights on of my workout if I can, if my camera still has charge, and we'll soon see. But yeah, catch you guys in the gym. So yeah guys, as I said, quickly brought you into the gym. I don't think I've got like honestly much battery left, so I'll just run through kind of what I've got planned for today. So basically you're going to take like probably like 10 to 20 minutes to kind of go through a bit of mobility, go on, go wad, and then try and kind of loosen up my lower back, because my lower back for the last honestly 2 or 3 weeks has been in absolute bits. So that's going to be the key thing, try to sort that out. And then in terms of kind of what we've got on for today, first kind of part is a bit of handstand walking and stuff, free handstanding holds. And then I've got a complex, snatches, and then I've got snatch pulls, some accessory snatch stuff, and then I've got some kind of accessory work like Romanian deadlifts, pike handstand push-ups, hollow rocks, that sort of thing. Again, some of the stuff that I know myself, a lot of my clients find like boring, but some of the more important stuff. And then finishing off with like a big ass wad. So it's like 4 time, 1 kilometer assault bike, 12 burpee box jumps at 30 inches, 500 meter row, 6 power cleans at 110, and 1 kilometer assault bike, rest/walk for 7 to 10 minutes. And then 5 deadlifts at 170, 12 deficit kip and handstand push-ups, 12 inches deficit, 3 deadlifts at 170, 6 wall walks, fucking hate wall walks, and then 1 deadlift at 170. So typically what happens is on a Saturday, like my cultural program, like a kind of longer piece, just to kind of help with my pacing and get me used to those kind of longer, grueling kind of pieces. And what's been happening in the last kind of few weeks or so is the deadlifts have been getting like progressively heavier. So I think last week I did like 160s. The week before that was like 150s or 140s. And then the week before that was like 130. And like every week has been like hell in terms of how tough it's been. Obviously it's only as hard as you push yourself, but I do love to kind of hurt, especially those kind of like red zone or red lining workouts. But yeah, so what I'll kind of do is I'll get warmed up, I'll do a bit of foam rolling and stuff, kind of follow some goal wad protocols, get into some snatches. I'll kind of take my time to warm up with snatches. One thing I've realized as of late, which I've kind of known all along anyway, is with snatches, with them being so technical, and probably the most technical lift in my opinion, and probably one of the hardest for me to get in those kind of positions, especially that kind of deep drop in the squat snatch, is to warm up properly. So taking some time to warm up properly, make sure that I'm feeling good before going into them, because they're not super heavy today. I think I'll probably work, it says build on 80, so I'll probably start on 80 on the complex, and the complex is like 2 power snatches, not touch and go, 2 overhead squats, and then it says build from 80, so I think last week I did like 80 for a few extra reps. So I'll probably start at like 80 and maybe work up to like 82.5, 85, 87.5, but we'll see how I feel. But yeah, pre-workout's starting to kick in there. I'm starting to itch a little bit, so I'll get started. As I say to you, I might be able to show some highlights of my workout and stuff if I still got charge on this battery, so that's why I'm trying to like speak really quickly to get this out of the way. So yeah guys, I'll get on with my workout and hopefully I'll get some footage for you guys, and catch you soon. So workout just done, hence why I look like absolute death. So yeah, the workout was, I think I said it earlier, but just to relate back to you, 4 time, 1 kilometer assault bike, 12 burpee box jump at 30 inches, 500 meter row, 6 power cleans at 110, and then 1000 assault bike, 1000 meter assault bike, rest 10 minutes. So that first part was absolutely fine. I actually probably paced it a bit too much. Everything felt great, to be honest. Even power cleans at 110 felt like an absolute breeze. So yeah, I kind of sent it a little bit more on the last assault bike, but again, it's just a lesson learned that I probably shouldn't have paced it as much going into it. But again, that's why I'm doing these pieces every Saturday, just to kind of get me used to pacing. Then rest in 10 minutes. I had the choice of like 7 to 10, and I opted with 10 before I went into it. And on reflection, I probably should have just taken 7 minutes rest, because I was pretty much ready to go after the 7 minutes, probably before that actually. But it took 10 minutes anyway. Deadlifts, 5 deadlifts at 170, fine. And 12 deficit kipping handstand push-ups at 12 inches. This was the hard part. So let me just show you. 12 inches, that's it there, if you can see that. So it doesn't really look like much, but when you're doing it under a bit of fatigue, that was what like my crux was of that workout. The rest was fine. Like went into then 3 deadlifts at 170, 6 wall walks, done under a minute, they were pretty good. And then 1 deadlift to finish at 170, which obviously was fine. Lower back feeling a little bit though, but that was the main issue, like with the deficit kipping handstand push-ups. Like I went, the first round I did 4 unbroken, so I like planned to split it. And then like my lower back just started like seizing up, like I said before in the video. My lower back's been giving me jit, but just because of the position I was going into, my kipping handstand push-ups, like that's a strength of mine. And then going into deficit, I was just getting in a compromised position that was putting my lower back at risk. Also not risk, but it was starting to hurt a little bit, so I started to kind of break it down. But that was the only thing that kind of held me back. Everything else felt honestly absolutely class. So key thing now is just to get tidied up, which normally takes me ages. I'm going to try and be quite quick because I've still got a bit of work to do, and it's like 20 to 11 at night on a Saturday. So going to finish up, get everything kind of tidied away, packed away, make sure the gym's looking a bit cleaner than it is, because there's like handprints and stuff kicking about, not my handprints, but someone's handprints. So I'll get it all sorted, and then yeah, that'll be me. So yeah, I think that'll be the video for tonight. I was going to do a bit when I got home and stuff, but I've got too much work to do. So I need to get all that stuff done for tonight so I can kind of like spend tomorrow off with Ailey, because we try to take Sundays off together, which is easier said than done when you have your own business and things, as a lot of people who are self-employed watching this will know. So yeah, cheers for watching the first episode, guys, our first video, and hopefully you enjoyed it.